Charlie Kirk defended the U.S. Constitution when this student questioned its legitimacy.
You believe that the Constitution's the best document in political history?
Greatest political document ever
There you
written.
go.
Thank you.
I want to know, how is it possible to believe that when it's based on racist principles?
Did I hear you right?
They describe indigenous peoples as merciless Indian savages,
Wow.
and they don't even recognize other people of color. I just want to know how you think it's possible to believe that's such a great document we're
Thank
founded
you for the
upon.
question. Where does it say that in the document?
What?
Where does it say what you said in the actual document?
I'm not entirely sure.
Are
you kidding me?
It doesn't.
No,
Do you know what it does say? Provide for the general welfare of all people. What you said is nowhere in the founding documents at all. What you said is what's some of the prejudices that was in the people of the founding fathers. This is called a logical fallacy. Tell me why the document is not correct. Don't tell me the sins of the authors. It's a big difference.
Exactly.
Alrighty. So what you just seen was another display, or just the display of the lack of accountability that the left actually has. You can tell the left something on the left and they won't even fact check it. As long as it sounds like something that's in support of what they already believe, then they're good to go. They won't even look into it. And so here you have a student in a university who should be picking these habits up of getting sources, so on and so forth, following up with things, fact checking things, getting to the source. But she goes on and says what you just heard about the Constitution. Very, very easy document to get a hold of, by the way. A simple search on the internet could have easily solved this. We could easily avoid so many issues if the folks on the left would stop just listening to the things that already affirm what they believe and start fact checking.
My question is, how do you support your father for the things that he said, such as he believes that you should grab women by the...
Somebody asked this question and you said to me, Candace,
I don't need
how can you
attention.
support a president that said that, he wants to grab women by the pussy? First off, the left ran away with that and they changed around his words. He said specifically that there are women who would literally let them grab them by the pussy. He did say that, correct? I asked her a question back. I said, how bizarre is it that we are pretending, as people, especially in the black community, that listen to hip-hop lyrics, when all they do is talk about groupies, and how groupies will literally let men do anything to them. Basketball stars talk about this, rappers talk about this in their music, Jay-Z talks about this, Beyonce talks about this in her music, about girls that try to be up on Jay-Z and her man. Now all of a sudden we're all going, oh my goodness, I can't believe that men having a private conversation behind closed doors acknowledge the same thing, that there are women who act like that.
Interesting stuff here. Okay, again, things that can be resolved by a simple fact check. If you would just go and look at the things that Trump said about the grab them by the pussy thing, what are we talking about? These women sexualize themselves on a daily basis. You got Meg the Stallion coming up there shaking her ass for the rally. She's the type of woman that Trump is talking about. Kamala Harris, Camel Face Harris, the type of person who pays for play and sucked her way to the top. She's actually the type of woman that Trump and others were talking about, referring to. These women are out there. They put themselves out there. He's not talking about just going up to a random stranger woman who's not into that type of thing, doesn't know him at all, on some SA type stuff. No, he's talking about the ones that are basically putting your hand there for them. Those ones, the Meg the Stallions of the world, the Camel Face Harrises of the world, okay, the Taraji P Hensons of the world, probably the Angel Reeses of the world, depending on who you are. All right, so let's get it clear. Fact check what you say before you come on talking this stupid stuff, okay? And that goes for both sides.
Look what is starting to happen when Transformers win at female sporting events.
I think
think the fact that the crowd is saying, hey, this is unacceptable, that's a big moment. But we just have to stop denying this, peers. Listen, I think we need to stop talking about biological men competing against biological women in women's sports. Stop dismissing women by calling us biological women. We are just women, so I want to put that out there first.
Yeah, I agree.
Why are we constantly, and when I say we, why is popular culture constantly asserting that trans people, their feelings, their emotions, their inclusion is more important than the majority of women who just want to have fairness, want to compete, want to have achievements, accomplishments, and opportunities? Why do their feelings matter more than the feelings of the women they're competing against? It's ridiculous we keep coddling and kowtowing to this madness. I hope we're seeing the end of it, and I think within the next couple of years we will.
So the whole, I mean, just look, the whole crowd was booing. All right, the whole crowd is booing. People aren't happy about this stuff. You look at what's going on in the Olympics right now, in the Olympic Games. Look, I mean, not just from the opening ceremony, but all the way down to the boxing matches that they've had, where the biological men are going against biological women. Men are going against women. Intersex man, okay? An intersex man. The testosterone's too high, buddy. You got to go with the guys. That's just what it is. I don't understand this. I do not understand this. And again, we're catering to the minority here. Why do we keep catering to the minority? The WNBA has now Cameron Brink coming out talking so stupid about, well, we have Brittany Griner, who's a man calling himself wannabe dad. And then you got Cameron Brink talking about all these other non-binaries in the WNBA. Listen, the WNBA stands for Women's National Basketball Association. So if you do not identify as a woman, then you need to find another league, or the WNBA needs to change its name from Women's National Basketball League, because this is all so stupid to sit here and be like, oh, I'm not identifying as a woman, but yeah, I want to play amongst the women. I mean, what are we doing here? Wake up, people.
And I don't mean to make you an example out of you guys, but what I'm trying to say is that parents, a lot of the times, protect their daughters from doing undesirable things that will hurt their ability to find a man in the future. Pornography, OnlyFans, all this stuff hurts your chances of finding a suitable husband. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so good to be with parents, and why men value that, because your parents are the first line of defense of you tarnishing your ability to find a man. No guy wants to walk down an aisle, right, and marry a woman that he knows was involved in, pornography, OnlyFans, being like, no guy wants that, man.
They'll smash you, but never take you serious.
Yeah, they might have sex with you. I mean, I don't want to be like an asshole, but have you guys ever asked yourselves why your guys haven't proposed to you?
That's why. Because of lifestyle.
Like, I don't mean to like be an asshole here, but think about it. Your guy's been with you for 7 years, and he's been with you for 7 years. Why haven't they proposed to you?
Because of the
Lots of
lifestyle,
reasons.
the drinking, the OnlyFans, the strip.
The lifestyle, yes, the lifestyle of being ran through, done up, thrashed and trashed, mashed and dashed, smashed and passed, flipped and skipped, okay? Gutted out and slutted out, drained and stained, pumped and dumped. That's what we're talking about here. If these are the type of things that you're known for experiencing as a woman, yes, a guy will deal with you for sex, even as we see for long periods of time, but they're not going to make that ultimate commitment to you. No, you are a placeholder. Okay, so even if you've been with a guy for 5 years and he's maybe even has talked about marriage with you as an idea, okay, that's great for you. But has he actually went out, saved up the money, bought the ring, got on one knee, and asked you to be his wife? Okay? And then has he actually followed through with that? To where, because there's one thing to get engaged, there's a whole other thing to get married. So yes, these men will deal with you, women, for convenience. okay, as a placeholder. And again, it can be 10-year placeholder, 5-year placeholder, 7-year placeholder, 6-year. And you wonder why you're still not married. Interesting.
It's funny how, if you don't support Pride, you are homophobic. And when people say they hate white people, it's just the norm.
A recent string of incidents has put an annual National Hockey League tradition in the spotlight. It comes after some players declined to wear rainbow-colored jerseys this season in support of the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, I respect everybody. I respect everybody's choices. My choice is to stay true to myself and my religion. That's all I'm going to say.
Ivan, did you have any concern that not participating in warm-ups
Did you not hear what I just said? Can you respect that?
He's being true to himself and to his religion. This has to do with his belief in his religion, and it's one thing I respect about Provi. He's always true to himself, and so that's where we're at with that.
Hey, good for that brother there. This is so, it bothers me a lot because we use this term, we slang this term around, homophobe. Homophobe would imply that someone is afraid of homosexuals. That is not what's happening here. Just because you don't particularly want to push and promote that as the cool thing to do, or how children should be viewing the world, so on and so forth, doesn't mean you're a homophobe. He doesn't want to wear that on his jersey because that's not what he personally represents. He's not going around trying to get them out of places and take away their rights or anything like that. He's just saying that's not a part of who I am, so I'm not going to represent that. What the? Oh my goodness, man. Why can't we just be who we are? This is the left, okay, pushing this. Well, how do you think it's going to make you feel? Did you not just hear what I said? He's a religious guy. His religion does not move this way. What's the problem? Let him be.
Anna Kasparian shares a shocking memory that she has of Trump going to bat for the American people when it comes to interest rates.
And that inflation has obviously cut into the net worth of Americans. There was also some analysis done comparing the net worth of Americans under Trump versus the Biden administration. So adjusted for inflation, net worth was up just 0.7% through Biden's first 3 years, compared with 16% through Trump's first 3 years. I remember when Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve, noticed that inflation was going to be an issue and wanted to increase interest rates under the Trump administration. Trump bullied the hell out of him to keep interest rates low. And I think that yielded positive results for Trump and the way people view the Trump economy versus the Biden economy.
Okay.
Young black conservative absolutely demolishes race activist.
White people are not being hunted after. Y'all can come here and live a great freaking life.
So CJ, you're a black person. Are you hunted at the university?
You know, I don't feel hunted at this university, but I guess the difference between me and some people here is that I don't choose to be a victim, Charlie. Which I think is the biggest problem we have here today, are people who wake up every single day looking for a reason to be oppressed, looking for a reason to cry and make an excuse about why they're not in a position to go win. I don't see the color of my skin as a disability. I see it as simply an accessory that I couldn't control. I've been black all my life. I've been black today. I'm thriving here. That's a Roll Tide right there, right? I don't know.
And so CJ, CRT, racist?
It's not just racist. It's the exact iteration of white supremacy, just in reverse. I think it's important that we start teaching young people not to hate other people because of the color of their skin. We can teach black people to be proud of who they are without telling white people they should be ashamed of who they are.
Link to the full video is in the description. Just click right here.
Yeah, stop identifying as a victim. Stop victim blaming. Stop shaming white people, okay? They don't have anything to do with your success, your situation, your predicament, anything of that nature, your future, so on and so forth. If there's something that you want to get done, you can get it done. And a white person isn't going to stand in your way. And in fact, if you look at it and you really break it down, the people who are complaining are being held back by their own people, by their own kind. So focus on that. Get your own house together. Get your own house in order before you go over complaining about what someone else has got going on in their house. All right? Stop playing the victim card.
Those protesters better be careful, because Grandpa is ready to save his country again.
Yes, just like you, sir. Yes. Are you enjoying this country now? No, because he's turning it the wrong way.
Let them have they say. It's okay. Give me a gun. I'll shoot you. No, it's okay. It ain't okay. I fought for the freedom you guys enjoy. I come over here to enjoy Veterans Day, and look at what I got. Anybody that holds a sign up against our president is what upsets me. I'm not afraid of any one of them. If I had a gun here now, I'd wipe them all out.
Y'all better leave him alone. Okay, this is an example of a patriot who's ready to eradicate the radical left. Okay, now I'm not promoting violence in any way, shape, or form, but y'all better leave these people alone. All right, just don't poke the wrong bear. I know y'all say y'all want to rather be in the woods with a bear than a man. Yeah, now if you're gonna be talking like that, I see why.
But I can't work many hours because of my anxiety.
You have anxiety?
Yes, I do.
What causes anxiety for you?
Lots of things.
Like what, for an example?
Anything that doesn't agree with me, basically, or see things the way I do, and see the good in things. That I just think that society is lost and just a bunch of hateful bullies.
He's turning you into a woman.
I am not a woman, Jesse.
Yeah, you act like one because you're afraid. You're beta.
No, you're a beta.
No. You're a beta, Michael.
No,
Beta.
you are a beta.
Beta.
I am a normal man. You're a beta man.
No, you're not normal. I could think of many words to call you. Normal is not one.
I'm putting this on the bully list.
The thing that makes this video hilarious for me is the fact that this same gentleman who Jesse Lee was calling a woman, this same gentleman comes back on the show maybe a year or so later, completely transformed as a woman. His transforming was not complete, but he had on the wig, he had on the makeup and the dress, I believe. He the next time they did an interview, this guy was identifying as a woman. That's why I think this is actually pretty funny.
The endorsement that I made years ago with Biden, am I going to do that again this year? That answer's no.
I thought it was notable in an election with the stakes this high that this is the time he chose to sit it out.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
I do think we're living in a time where we have someone running for president that is an existential threat to democracy.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Now is the time. If you have a platform, you must be active. You must speak out. That's how I feel.
Shut up. Oh my God. So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? He endorsed the man. The country went south. This dude can't even think straight. And he said, I won't do that again. Why won't you do it again, The Rock? Not just because he don't want to be political, because he said it caused division, and he was wrong. So the presidency of Joe Biden did not bring unity to the country and made a man this popular who endorsed him the first time regret his endorsement.
Well, I guess that does it for this video. Y'all let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next video, y'all know what to do. And I'll see y'all a Man's Eye Review.